Now, if you've been with the channel for quite a while, then you would know I've been wanting to cover some more things to do with the anime of One Punch Man. But as we all know, the anime has been taking quite a while to get a sequel, which would be the third season of One Punch Man. And that's due to the manga being too close to where the anime left off in season 2, but that's a whole nother thing I'll get into in another video about season 3 of One Punch Man. That video will be out in the next couple of weeks, but as I was saying, in this video, I will be talking about what One Punch Man season 3 will be covering from the manga. But before we get into all that good stuff, make sure you leave a like on the video because it helps the video out and stuff in the algorithm and whatnot. And did you guys know over 200,000 of you aren't subscribed to the channel? I'm sorry you had to hear that. I've seen so many other YouTubers do that over the past few months, and it's just so fucking annoying. Let's just get into the damn video. Now, One Punch Man right now in the manga, as I'm sure most of you who watch me know, is still in the Monster Association arc. And that probably isn't very good news for the anime onlys because season 2 actually left off at the start of the Monster Association arc, which means in the manga we haven't even moved past one arc in the span of about 2 years. Which, when I say it out loud, sounds really fucking bad, but that just comes down to how frequent Murata did redraws and how detailed the art is in One Punch Man as a whole. And if you've seen even one panel of One Punch Man, then you would know how crazy detailed and beautiful the art is. But as I was saying, I'm pretty confident that season 3 will not be announced this year or even next year due to how inconsistent the manga is. But I do have a little bit of good news for the anime onlys, which is the fact that the manga where we are, we're actually pretty much at the end of the Monster Association arc, which I guess is something to be happy about because we can now advance to the next arc, even though it took 2 years, but nevertheless it's still progress. But let's get into the nitty gritty of the video. What will One Punch Man season 3 cover from the manga? Well, first let's look at how many chapters season 1 of the anime covered overall. So season 1 covered about 36 whole chapters from the manga, which amounted to 12 episodes, and that season covered obviously the Saitama introduction arc, the House of Evolution arc, the Paradise Group arc, the Rumored Monster arc, the Meteor arc, the Sea King arc, or the Sea Monster arc, it doesn't really matter what you call it, and finally the Aliens Conquerors arc. And that arc is still my favorite arc along with the Monster Association arc till this day. But as you can see, season 1 covered a good amount from the manga, and I've rewatched One Punch Man a few times and the pacing was pretty good, especially considering the nature of the series. But now let's look at how many chapters season 2 covered. Now, season 2 covered exactly 48 chapters of the manga, and straight off the bat we see that season 2 covered and adapted more than 10 chapters from the manga for the anime in 12 episodes, which obviously means the pacing of the anime probably felt a lot quicker than season 1, which is understandable because the section season 2 covered was very high in action and hard to cover a lot of important plot points. But season 2 was still really good overall, and it covered the King arc, the Blizzard Group arc, the Hero Hunt arc, the Monster Raid arc, the Super Fight arc, and the little portion of the Monster Association arc, which all amounted to 48 chapters being covered in 12 episodes. Now, before I start guessing and predicting what season 3 will cover, I need to preface the fact that the Monster Association arc is the longest arc we have got in One Punch Man so far, meaning it is very possible that One Punch Man season 3 will mostly contain content from the Monster Association arc, meaning we could have an announcement for season 3 a lot sooner than most of you actually think. But anyway, looking from the trends of season 1 and 2, it seems like the max amount of content One Punch Man can cover in 12 episodes is probably about 50 chapters being the maximum, and the minimum being about 35 chapters. So I would like to say One Punch Man season 3, in the case of covering the maximum amount of chapters, 50 chapters, will get up to about chapter 134 to 135, because season 2 of the anime stopped at chapter 84. And just a quick spoiler warning to anime only, skip about 20 seconds ahead, because I'm going to be going into a little bit of manga spoilers. So for the people that read the manga, that probably means season 3 will end around when Saitama and Flashy Flash see God in the other dimension from touching the cube. But as I was saying, that's the max amount of chapters. Let's look at where One Punch Man season 3 will stop at the minimum amount of coverage and slower pace pacing. So let's add 35 to 85, which will be, about 120 off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure. Which means if One Punch Man season 3 was to cover the minimum amount of chapters, we would get, up to about chapter 120. And by the way, this is all still in the Monster Association arc, which means season 3 will start in the Monster Association arc and end in the Monster Association arc. Meaning season 4 will cover part of the Monster Association arc like season 2, but the difference being obviously season 4 covering the end parts of this arc and season 2 covering the beginning portions, while season 3 covers the most of the Monster Association arc, like in the middle where all pretty much the climax of the Monster Association arc. I hope that made sense for most of you because there was quite a lot to take in this video, but that's pretty much it for this video. If you like the video, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. By the way, the video dropping on Wednesday will probably be a My Hero Academia video because I haven't spoken about My Hero Academia in about a month. So that will definitely be a pretty dope video. And with that being said, I will see you in my next video.
That